Today's adventure begins here in my garage. I'll pan up a little bit so you can see. Up there you got the 2 popcorn buckets. As the recording of this, it is Saturday, July 13th, 2024. I'm charging up my Mini Marge glorified golf cart right here, the Jim E2. Got the garage door open, get ready to head out on the town. And I wanted to make the statement that today is officially 4 weeks from this very moment. 4 weeks. 28 days later, not the horror film, the zombies. But 28 days from right now, I will be celebrating my 50th birthday on August 10th, 2024. I will be out in Southern California. In fact, I will be at D23 that weekend. The D20, formerly the D23 Expo, now I think it's called the D23 Fan Conglomeration or something. I don't know, they're always changing the names. But I also wanted to state that I've been slacking a little bit, not a lot, but slacking a little bit on my workout routine. Well, I've been slacking a lot on the workout routine, but I've been doing really well on eating better. Very, very rarely will I have anything fried. Won't have any desserts. Outside of 1 or 2 occasions, I had some donuts in LA. But over the past 3, 4, 5 months, no fried food really, no soda, and no desserts, cakes, ice cream, anything like that. I would say 99% of the time, I don't eat any of those items, and I've lost a lot of weight. And now the last 28 days, not today, technically it's going to be 27. So starting tomorrow, go to my Instagram if you have that social media platform. Follow me on Instagram, Adam the Woo ATW. That's Adam the Woo ATW. I'm going to start hitting the last 28 days pretty heavily. Step it up a notch with the eating better, which I've been doing really well on. And I'm gonna hit the home gym for the next 5, 6 days while I'm here. I think 5 days. And then I hop on some planes. All the hotels I stay in have gyms. So for the next month, well, the next 4 weeks, Fit by 50 continues. I guess I should call it non-fat by 50. That probably is better. I'm not going to be like a walking Arnold around here. That's right. But Fit by 50 is a good thing. This is my Instagram right here. Adam the Woo ATW. Got a couple stories on there. Got 11 different posts that I have posted. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be posting stories over the next 28 days of me hitting the gyms, showing what I'm doing. So 28 days from now, I'll be 50. And then a month after that, I'm doing the Run Disney event, which I'm not going to be running it. I'm going to just be walking it briskly, but I want to start seeing if I can accomplish the time without getting timed out by utilizing treadmills either here or at hotel gyms, and see if I could do a few miles at the pace just to know what I'm in for. That's showing 90 degrees. Kind of hard to read it, but yeah, high at 93 today, 90 degrees. Thunderstorms a little bit later on. Also, the reason I'm not hitting the gym starting today and doing it tomorrow, because very soon, parents are going to be coming over. We're going to be going to one of the Disney resorts. They're going to be staying at one of the Disney resorts for a couple of nights. I'm not going to be staying with them, but got them a room on the DVC points. We're going to have a nice dinner. They are celebrating their anniversary soon. It's not today, but they're celebrating their anniversary over the next few days, and we're going to be staying at one of the Disney resorts. Wow, everywhere I go now are Cybertruck overload here. Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here. Day 3 that I've had the hat on backwards. I've been wearing the snapbacks the last few days. I think with fitted caps, I don't think I could pull off a backwards cap with a fitted cap. Snapback caps, for some reason, in my own mind, look better than the fitted cap backwards. Fitted cap backwards reminds me of like early era Limp Bizkit, Fred Durst. Durst or Durst? Fred Durst. Fred something. Woo. Yeah, so let me put this over here. Give you a little give a little look-see here. Whoa, trying to not zoom in. Go up there. Kind of look at what we're dealing with here. 1 month out. Still got a little bit of a belly, but definitely not out to what it was. Got the belly there, the full angle. Definitely this is probably it'd be nice at some point, hopefully, you know, in the next month, 2 months. Obviously gonna do the next month every day in the gym. There might be a day or two where I don't able to do it because I'm gonna be on the road, but I'm gonna try to do pretty good amount of the next 27 days, 28 days. Definitely a work in progress. Also, I should mention how I cut out certain things. Now granted, there is a little bit of sugar in here. Put 2 packs of sugar in here and then some like creamer and things like that, but I don't go overboard with it. Also, I usually only eat once a day. There are exceptions. We'll eat twice a day, but it's rare. I would say 9 times out of 10 over the last few months, I eat 1 meal a day. Sometimes I eat a little too much, even though it's not always horrible food. Sometimes I have a big salad and chickpeas and cottage cheese and things like that, but sometimes I probably go a little much on that. But usually, I will just do the 1 per day. I never really eat breakfast. This is my breakfast, this is my lunch. I eat once a day. I guess we could classify that as, it's like a fasting, not a fast, it's a fast. It's intermittent fasting, major intermittent fasting, and I think that's probably part of the reason I've slimmed off some inches, some pounds. Recently, I bought a couple pairs of shorts that were down 2 more inches, another size, so that was kind of nice. What classification is prohibited? Does it mean not allowed? Does it mean frowned upon? Does it mean, you know, maybe it's okay sometimes it's not? Prohibited is a very, very strong word. Like, what are the implications when someone says you are prohibited? Most people say, you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. It'd be nice for me if you wouldn't do that while I'm around. But if someone says you are prohibited, that's a strong word. I don't think it moved. I don't think it's gonna move. I think it's been more than a minute. Is this thing broken? I think this thing's, there it goes. Definitely accomplished some goals for the age of 50. Quite a few things that I wanted to do that were, you know, monumental in my own well-being and life and, you know, personal goals. I don't know well-being, but personal goals. I'm pretty much financially stable by the age of 50. I bought a house by the age of 50. Those are 2 massive, got my passport renewed by the age of 50. I will have knocked off, if all goes well, the baseball stadium thing will be a few weeks after that, but I will have knocked off all 30 baseball stadiums, and by the end of this year, all 50 states by the end of, so I guess it'll take a couple more months past my 50th birthday, but that's pretty good going into my 50th birthday, and then finally, for the 50th, 50 years and on, I will end up. There's a skeleton right there on the porch. Right there, skeleton. Spoiler alert, when I was looking at apartments 3.5 years ago here in Celebration, that porch I just walked by, I looked at that apartment. I almost lived there, but I didn't. I lived over on Market Street. So into my 50th year, it's going to be International Adam the Woo. A whole different Adam the Woo. A completely different Adam the Woo. I was hanging out with my buddies yesterday, exploring Ryan, Greg's game room. I was discussing with them the excitement that I had going into my 50th, you know, well, into my 51st year, I guess you could say. The first 50 years, U.S. Adam the Woo. Next 50, I don't know if I'll make it. I don't know if I'll make it that many more years, but the second leg, if you will, international me. Now, in some ways, I think of the Fit by 50 thing I've been doing as a little bit of a fail. But then, again, like I said, I'll look in the mirror, look back at myself at the camera, and I think, you know, it really has been doing pretty good. I've made some good changes. Yeah, I still got 28 days. flowers grow up really quick here on Water Street. They cut them down and then they grow immediately back up. I guess really the main thing is to be fit into 50. It's good to lose weight, toned up a little bit, drop some pounds, get a little more active to 50, but then you want to continue on from there. I would say it hasn't been a successful fit by 50, but in no way a fail. I wouldn't say I'm disappointed at all. But I also wouldn't say I'm shouting it from the rooftops. That's the best way to describe it. Yeah, next year, I've been doing a little bit of thinking about next year's, international stuff. It might be some big chews to bite off. I don't know if I'm biting off more than I can chew with it, but if I'm gonna make the effort to get on a plane and go really far to other countries, I'd kind of like to be gone, 20 days, home 10 days. I was thinking maybe 3 weeks gone, 1 week home, but I think probably a 2010 cut would be good. And then of course when I'm home, go to the parks, do localized stuff, kind of like I do now. A lot of people ask, why are you just like going all over the state of Florida and doing all kind of Florida stuff when you're home? Because I really don't want to, because I'm always traveling. And when I'm localized, I just don't really want to go that far. So that's your answer. I reside in a town that resembles a movie backlot, and I love that. I love a lot of other things about the place. I love the proximity. My parents only live a half hour from me. I also love the proximity and closeness. Just popping on World Drive, I don't have to get on 192 or I-4 to go over to Walt Disney World. There's definitely some perks. Don't like the humidity and I don't like the heat, and that is, holy Lord, there's some little bumps there. I just spilled coffee all over Mini Marge. That was bumpy. And it's probably, floats around in my head, and I'm sure other people's heads as well. Why have a house if you're only going to be there never? Well, because I own the house. It's not like I'm renting an apartment, so it's there it's my forever home, if you will, unless I choose to sell it later in life, but no plans on doing that. And I can have it when I stop traveling. But I got the travel bug once again earlier this year. In fact, the first 3 months of this year, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't go anywhere until I think 1st of April, end of March, 1st of April. I spent the first 3 months at home taking care of personal stuff, getting the house ready, getting it livable, taking care of, adult things like getting bill payment set up, all that kind of stuff for the homestead. And I wanted to make sure that I kind of like planted my feet in the new house before I departed again. Once I left, got that travel bug again. And again, now that I have the passport, it's on. Yeah, my parents should be heading over soon. We're going to head to the Disney Resort again. Explained that earlier. But while waiting on them, I think I'm going to pop in a little RC Pro-Am into the old NES. I also love this setup in here. It's been a while since I played this. Track conditions, super sticky tires. Actually, it's been a long time since I played this. It's probably been many years. There's the water, hazards. Oh, that's right. You got to spell out Nintendo with the letters. I got the engine. How many laps is it? 3 laps? Woo! I'm ahead. I've been criticized by the way I utilize my fingers. So I'm kind of old school with the Nintendo controller. This is how I utilize the A-B button. Some people will do this. This is how I've always done it. But I know a lot of people, new school gamers, will use this. But when I'm playing, this is how I utilize the button. So I always do that. I've always had this, doing it that way. I'm kind of starting the game over. but I've always utilized the controller as this. You don't really notice it as much on RC Pro-Am because you're not really like firing as much as some of the other stuff, but I'll always just kind of hold it that way. And I always thought that was how everybody did it. And then a few years ago, I was during when the shutdowns were happening, I did a lot of Nintendo gameplay through stuff. And people were chiming in and saying, man, you hold that thing like an alien. Like, why are you holding it this way? But that's just how I've always done it. I always figure you could kind of go A-B a lot quicker than having it like that. Let's go. No. Ah, see, the claw grip saved me. Now I'm not going to be eliminated. Go. All right, that's going to do it for today. Parents are arriving soon. Going to spend some time with them. Again, appreciate you watching. Fit by 50 is 28 days, 4 weeks from right now. I can't believe I'm going to be 50 years old in a month. Is there any other date? Is there any other year that would coincide with the does that look better? See, I don't know. I think the snapback caps look better backwards. Lincoln Hawk. It was like a switch. Hey, it's like a switch. I'm like a machine. I'm like a truck. Oh, you know what? Look over here. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at this. Look at this. The corridor of goons. There's Lincoln Hawk right there. Hey. He's not wearing a hat though. Dang, okay, I failed at that, but yeah. Hey. It's like a switch. That was my Stallone impression. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over. All right, so this is, it wasn't originally going to film the room, but after checking in, the room's really nice, and I don't think I've ever showed the one-bedroom villa before here at the Riviera. So I figure I'll go ahead and do a quick little walkthrough. Bonus footage, if you will. Just wanted to show how nice this is. So I stayed here once before, about a year ago, and I stayed in the tower, which was basically just a pull-down bed. This has like a full setup. In fact, I didn't even bring my camera, I just film it on my phone. It's got a full-size fridge here. Again, this is the one-bedroom villa. It's got a little seating area over here, some artwork on the wall, full-size kitchen, microwave, stove.
Where's the coffee stuff?
That's a good question.
Yep, that's where it is.
There it is. You got the full-size coffee Cuisinart there.
Yeah.
Coffee mugs. TV. There's Dad.
Daddy?
Happy 55th anniversary to Mom and Dad.
Having a fun time.
You got a pull-down bed behind you if you want to sleep out here, Dad.
Yeah, he sleeps out here and I'll sleep in there. Right, yeah.
Nice view of the parking lot. However, so I booked this room, did not realize, thinking, I thought it was not going to be the, oh, I gotta unlock this. Didn't think it was going to be a good view room because it's the parking lot, but then I realized it's the second level from the top overlooking Epcot. So be able to watch the nighttime spectacular at 9 o'clock. Here it is.